That point into our simulated countdown.
Lunchtime, kids!
Yum, 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 yum.
Hello, friends. It's lunchtime.
Hello and welcome to the Lunch Break Show. I am Josh. Joined in studio with me is Zach and Anna, our special guest in this production room. Guest, I don't know why I said guest for.
The rotating chair.
The rotating chair is the producer, Matt. How's it going there, sir?
Going well.
I have a confession to make.
Shoot.
I was
confessions.
I was upstairs trying to be professional.
Trying.
In a meeting, had my headphones on, working on some stuff.
You were in a meeting with headphones.
Yeah, and I wasn't a vital part. I was there as if he did.
Sure.
To tag me in on some of
Sounds
the
like you needed to be there.
technical things that could be required.
Right.
And so I'm sitting there working, getting some stuff done. And full disclosure about me, every once in a while, once in a blue moon, I feel like listening to some gangster rap.
Sure. Everybody's got their guilty pleasures.
Every
Yeah,
once
nothing
in a
wrong
while,
with that.
every once in a while, I dip into some gangster rap.
I got a best of Eminem in my car.
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
I don't listen to it often, but every once in a while, yeah, like just a little something.
Yeah, you know,
Sure.
Yeah, I like to get screet. And so I had my little gangster rap on while I was typing up some things. And I saw that it was getting ready for the lunch
Were you doing
break
some
show.
nodding as you were
Oh, no.
working?
I
okay.
kept it straight. Just
Okay.
Okay. You were
typing
just
away.
Not even like a foot tap.
Maybe a foot tap.
Maybe a
something
foot
that
tap.
they couldn't
Right.
see.
Little.
And I'm so used to on my phone, when you unplug your headphones, it pauses.
Oh.
Tell you this, on a computer, not the case.
don't do that.
Yeah, so I unplug it, and then gangster rap is then playing out of my computer, and I go into like this like panicky, like my mom just caught me mode of like trying to, like I forget where all my buttons are.
Right.
I can't hit pause. I can't hit
Start
mute.
smashing the
Nothing.
keyboard.
I just close it like. Like, okay, see you later on. I gotta go by. So,
Oh, that's that.
yeah, one of those like super unprofessional
Right.
moments.
And then they stormed out. And
Yeah, well,
Right.
we can't have this. Yeah, no, they were fine.
I appreciate they didn't try to roll it off. It's like a YouTube ad or something. Stupid ads in front of articles, auto playing videos. Those are
Yeah,
dumb.
no, ridiculous. Yeah,
Well
so,
done.
One of those kind of things. So, do y'all all have? So, you have Eminem. Do you have a guilty pleasure soundtrack that every once in a while you dip into?
Well, I love playing Cher when I'm getting ready. I don't know why.
Share?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you believe I'm about to love? Oh, I love it.
I do not like Cher.
You
Fair.
didn't like it?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
All right.
I love her.
I was telling Anna yesterday. Every once in a while, this is the guiltiest of guilty pleasures. Like once a year, there will be a day I get on Spotify and I'm like, hit me with the Disney classics. I want to hear some sing-alongs. I want to hear some fun
Totally.
old-fashioned. I want to hear all the goods. So every once in a blue moon, that
I've got
catches me.
some. Yeah, I've got some Lion King and Little
Sure.
Mermaid going on.
Oh,
in
who
my,
doesn't?
Yeah, every
right?
once in a while, just a little taste of childhood.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's
I
complete?
bet we get copyright flag just
Oh,
for that.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
just that little bit.
It's so
is enough.
good. Yeah,
It's
such
so
a-
good. Like, no, this has to be the
Disney's
original.
on it.
Speaking of Disney, they're offering some stuff at their parks.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Yeah, so for the longest time, you could take your kids to Disney, and you could get they take you to a shop, and they give you a little dress and the hair curl and the makeup, and they'd make you into a princess.
Aw.
Are you going to go to Disney when he's old enough to enjoy it?
Yes, when he's old enough to enjoy it. So 13,
Okay.
So you're
14.
saving up now.
Yeah. So my wife and I went to Disney before, like sans kids, before we had kids, and it was great. We had a fun time. We enjoyed it. All those different things.
Yeah.
What we did, and this is if you don't have kids and you want to go, even if you have kids and you want to go, this is the best thing to do. the week before they get out on fall break.
Yeah.
So it was like November, no, it was like December, like early December. So they have to be in school because they have like, getting ready for whatever their stuff is to get ready for that fall break. That's when you go.
Right.
Because no one's there.
Right.
The longest line I had to wait in was 15, 20 minutes. And that was like twice.
And you're not buying fast passes.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
anything.
No fast passes required. We got the, and this is weird that Disney has this like, hey, this is like the adults only, but not really, but like the more, the more adult. Like it was the
Disney hedonism.
It was the it's a whole new world. It was the like Bourbon Street, section, and so it was phenomenal. We got to go. Got in early, and we knew like I want to go on these like 3 rides. So you would just go straight to the rides and do all of that. That's great. It's one of those deals that worked out great. We had because of that. If I had to go like wait in line, it was hot, I would not have had fun.
Yeah.
But it was cool. No lines. It was super chill. That I could enjoy. So, but now they're changing up their thing because before kids could wear costumes, adults could not, except for on Halloween. Which makes sense. You don't want some like adult, I don't want to say creepy, some Uber fan to wear like an Aladdin outfit and like walk around.
Yeah,
and
the
take
kids think
pictures
it's
with kids. Yeah,
totally.
I totally get that. That makes total sense to me.
Although I guarantee some of those Disney's employees are creeps.
Oh,
as
for
well.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Hey, they are trained professionals. All right, you stop that.
Yeah. Anyway, but now they're doing adult makeovers at the parks.
Okay.
So as an adult, you could have like mother-daughter, both get made into princesses and walk around. I would question an adult who wanted to do that.
You know what's odd about this to me? Disney does not need to make another dime.
Ever.
There's no reason they need to offer this service. So why are they doing it? Like they're dominating
There must be
the
a
US
demand,
box
right?
office.
They must
Yeah.
be seeing people coming in here and saying, "Man, I really wish I could get dressed
yeah,
up."
it's just like what made them go, you know what we need? Adult makeovers.
Right.
That's what we have to do.
The
Like,
only
that's
thing I could
odd.
think of is like they're doing the Amazon approach, where Jeff Bezos says, "I don't worry about competition. I'm only trying to supersede and like serve my clientele." And so for Disney, I'm not worried about making more money. I always want to be inventive, and what's that next process into making their trip special? For me, I would be upset by this, because here's the reason why. I would have a daughter. Let's just say if I had a daughter, I have a son, but if I had a daughter and she wanted to be a princess, well, Dad, you have to be a prince.
Oh, totally.
And I would be like,
you gotta get it too.
And before you have the cop out. Well, they don't allow that.
They won't let me.
They don't do that. Otherwise,
It's the way of
honey,
the
I would
world.
totally do that for you because my love is so deep
Yeah.
and so strong that I would never dare let you down. But now they've taken that excuse off the table. So you either have to go, nah, that's not going to happen, or you have to walk around all day as like, Prince, whoever his name is, Prince
Or you
Eric.
can be a princess.
That I wonder if they would allow that.
Yeah.
Because
Like letting you dress up as a princess?
They kind of have a sketchy past on those kind of things.
Yeah.
They've got like an equality day at the park. I know that's
Yeah.
a thing. Yeah, where people walk around with rainbow flags and everything. So,
But I wonder how they would feel about the
Right.
me going as Princess Belle.
I mean, I would.
Well, at least you would have the hair.
Yeah.
One,
hairdo.
I would presume you're not going to be dressed as any one of their characters specifically. You just get like the makeover. You're more of a princess in yourself, a caricature of yourself, right?
Well-
You're not going to look like Cinderella, right? Because they're not going to, right?
Yeah, how do you know?
They're not
who
going to let
works
you be
there?
any
Right,
kind of
yeah.
near competition
No.
to any of their
You become a
characters.
Disney princess.
Well, yeah, but okay, maybe I talk myself.
Yeah, but
into
I
a
Is that
corner
a
guess-
here.
specific
they
character,
have-
though?
Do
Yeah.
they have like bows that are like guest princess or something like that?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Sure.
how do you know?
Yeah,
How do you
knock
know,
off,
right?
not the real thing. Yeah,
Sure.
that's the thing. So, but here's the deal, though. This whole thing cost you. So not only do you
Of
have to
course.
factor
Of
in,
course.
you have to factor in
This
the
is
cost.
America.
Yeah, you have to factor in the cost of going to the park, which is like $95 or whatever it is, just to walk in the door.
Sure.
Okay.
And everything along the way is another rack up, cha-ching. And they've gone away now, and I can't wait for other parks to do the same thing, where you don't actually pay with money. you have a wristband that has a chip in it, and you can just scan your wristband.
At the end of the day,
so
you just pay
it's
the
imaginary. Everything is free.
Yep.
Nothing costs
Right,
anything.
nothing counts.
Take away that moment where you have to get out your wallet. Like, just get rid of that entirely. You don't want to think about money. You just have fun.
Yeah.
How much are we looking at? How much does it cost?
This would be $120
a piece.
What?
Yeah.
For the whole shindig?
No, for you to be made up as for an adult. For an adult, I'm spending 120 bones.
Wow. For like a one-day thing, you don't get to keep any of that, right?
No,
you have to
right.
turn that stuff in.
No. That
So,
all
yeah.
comes off in the Radisson hotel shower. That is rough, man.
That's
They
sad.
got that child guilt. I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
your kid can guilt you into it. Now
Yep.
you got to do it.
Yep.
So that's for low
it's
price of
genius.
$120.
Yeah, it's genius.
Well done.
Take a quick break. When we come back, we have the Snapchat surgery. That and more on the Lunch Break Show. 1 second.
There's that headphone jack.
And there we go.
Wait. Maybe. Wait for it.
Okay, and we are back on the Lunch Break Show. Again, I am Josh. This is Zach, Anna, and Matt. We are streaming live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also find our audio-only versions of the show. If you missed a portion and you don't want to hit rewind, you can find us on anywhere where podcasts are kept.
Yep.
Anywhere where Alex Jones is not is where we currently are right now.
Right.
We
heard
have a
that he
larger
was-
reach.
Yeah, he was
Right.
banned even from Pinterest.
Yeah.
I think he's still on Twitter. That's the
Yeah, I
one
think
that's
Twitter's the last
Yes.
one.
There you go.
Whatever.
The last
David
hope.
Duke is verified on Twitter. He could, they'll do anything. They don't care over there.
They don't care.
Yeah.
So the Snapchat surgery is exactly what you think it would be.
Oh no.
Snapchat surgery is a surgery that you can have to look like Snapchat filters.
Like a
Oh
dog?
God. What?
We are going the complete wrong direction.
What do you mean? Yeah, like Anna said, not like,
Like
a
a
dog,
dog?
right? But
For
like,
sure
what do you
not.
mean?
No, not like that. But like, let's say, you know how they have those filters where it makes like your face smooth,
Like softens,
like
Like-
softens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can change skin complexion. It can tighten up. Can make your jawline narrow. Can make your eyes bigger. And so if you found, because like, I will say this, I don't want to call anyone out. There's a couple people who I know who are do a lot of selfies online. And their angle game is correct. Like they know how to take a photo where you would go,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Sure.
and then you see them and go, you look nothing like your photo.
The just woke up like this.
Yeah.
photo.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. which
Oh,
are like
just woke up like
yeah.
this. Yeah,
So
sure.
their Snap Game filter, they know exactly the filter that looks best on them. They know exactly at a 45-degree angle with the sun at this space. This is exactly where it needs to go. To my absolute best.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I know people who, if they were ever going to take a selfie or anything like that, they had to use the Snapchat filter. They used to. I don't know if they still have it, but they used to have the beauty filter, which, like Josh was saying, is just sort of smooths out your face and maybe accentuates your lines or whatever, enlarges your eyes just a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, instead of using just the built-in camera, they were always just using the Snapchat camera. And then they weren't posting it on Snapchat. They were just saving them and then posted them wherever they wanted it to go,
Right.
Instagram or wherever. So yeah, this doesn't surprise me really much at all that people are taking this to the next level.
And it's not only Snapchat. I know Apple and their new iPhone, whatever, like one of their main features is the portrait mode, which like blurs things and brings
Yeah.
out your face a little bit. Like that's a thing going in. People getting surgery to like soften down. I mean, I guess this is plastic surgery like any other, but it's a
Yeah.
little frightening that like it comes off of the heels of Snapchat. Like this is the big reason people are doing it to look more like a filter.
This is a conversation that my wife and I have had several times. Especially who's the one that's in the news right now? Kylie. Kylie Jenner has said that she has. That's funny. She didn't get lip fillers. She has pregnancy lips, which is not a thing. It's not a thing.
Is that not a thing?
Not a thing.
Because I'm gonna err on the side of caution here. There's a lot of crazy things that happen, right?
Sure.
During
your body changes in 1,000 ways.
That's confirmed. Not one of those 1,000.
Your
things.
lips don't get instantly puffier.
Just doesn't happen.
Just doesn't happen.
All right.
I mean, she had like
that's science.
half of an inch lips, not even half an inch, and now it's like all blah.
It's like, oh no, it's just because of my pregnancy. Yeah, no, totally. Just pregnancy lips.
You should look at my feet.
yeah. Your feet do swell,
Right,
but again,
I got that.
they don't like grow 6 sizes.
Right.
Like they get puffy, they get swell. Things bloat. Sure, that happens.
You're not buying bigger shoes.
Yeah. Well, you may buy like a different shoe just because you're like when my wife got pregnant, her heels fit differently because so just. Those kind of things can happen.
Right, but
so
that's
you change from heels to flats.
That makes
but
sense.
you're not going to go, oh no, I had to buy a size 13 because I got pregnant. It
It's
doesn't happen.
weird to me to get this from not just celebrities, but specifically the Kardashians or the Jenners, because like to me they seem I would think they would embrace that.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just say?
Why wouldn't you just be like, yeah, totally, I did that.
It's not
Why
like anybody
wouldn't I?
cares
Yeah.
anymore, really.
Hashtag who cares? Yeah, like
That was my big beef with the whole thing, is that they're trying to cover up that they're doing it. Just own it. Like, oh yeah, I didn't like my hips, and to me that's more empowering.
Wait, isn't it Kylie that has makeup brand?
Yes.
is that her?
Well, so I guess so. She's
think.
kind of like doesn't want to say that she wore lip fillers because it's kind of like, oh, what else in your makeup is fake or something like this.
Anybody,
But at the same time, it's so freaking obvious.
Anybody of the mind that these brand ambassadors are playing 4D chess with us and know that if they don't come out and say it, people will talk about it like we're talking about it now? Maybe they played all of us. Maybe that's the strategy.
Yeah,
maybe.
If they come out and say it, it's boring. If they try to hide it, it's intriguing.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something there.
There is something there, because if I came out and goes, no, I haven't gained weight, like that'd be like everyone's like, clearly you've gained. Nope, haven't done it. I weigh 175.
Right. Then an article comes out. He's living in denial.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or there are fans that will absolutely believe that.
Maybe.
They'll say,
Oh, yeah.
pregnancy lips. That sounds
legitimate.
totally normal.
The weirdest thing that I heard about pregnancy, sorry to cut you off,
No.
actually when you're pregnant. So my friend is a doctor, and when she was studying that part of, that part of medicine, she would start telling us all these creepy, scary things about pregnancy, like at some point in your pregnancy, some women cannot wear contact lenses because the pressure in their body is so big that the lenses will pop out of your eyes.
Whoa.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's what they should do instead of like having the sex ed stuff. It's just, hey, no, go ahead, have fun. Here's what your body does.
Yeah.
Your eyes will pop out.
Yeah, your eyes will pop out of your head. There
Johnny
you go.
Knoxville.
Yeah.
I love it.
So anyway, that is the crazy thing that's happening. I wish this would stop, because that's what, going back to the previous conversation about like Kylie Jenner, is that a lot of women are seeing this and going, this is what beauty looks like. And I know there is the debate that women have, or at least my wife has said to me, it's not fair that guys go, oh, these girls are hot, and they've all had surgeries. But at the same time, that's not real. Like, that's not a realistic expectation.
Yeah.
So I don't personally find Kylie hot. I do know people that have gone through and have had an improvement done. For instance, the Simpson girl, not Ashley. Her nose was kind of beat up a little bit, and she went through and got that corrected.
She did.
Yeah, and fine. I get that. Like if you have like a bump, or if you like your nose is all like a question mark, I get going through and straightening up some lines. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But when you're doing the like strictly cosmetic, like, oh, I shaved my jawline a little bit, or I, got the, like, at some point in time you look more like Kenny Rogers, who just looks ridiculous. Like those things change and fade, and you don't look natural.
Right.
Like, yeah, you can be photoshopped to look better, but whenever the Kardashians were over at the iHeart, because I had to produce a show for Chloe, they would come in. They didn't look like normal people. Like, it's one thing to see them on a magazine cover, and that's after a heavy, they go through and they can do different things. Yeah, they can do retouching. But in real life, that doesn't look right. Like your body goes, that's bizarre.
Right. It's like a plastic person
Like,
coming in.
Yeah. So it's one of those kind of things that I wish there was a better imaging system that we had to where we go, hey, like your natural look is still beautiful. Without all the the behind the scenes stuff.
So even if you might make it a little further societally, you would not opt for some kind of surgery to help you get by, I guess. Help you look better, help people approach you better. I don't know.
Yeah, again, I understand people that have like they're trying to get something removed, like if they have like a growth or there's something that's
Sure.
like that they get made fun of for.
Right, people go to the dentist to fix their teeth. Like,
Sure.
Nobody thinks that's weird.
No, that's
Yeah.
totally fine. I get all of that. But what I don't like is those little things like you're changing yourself into a way where you don't look natural. You're
Right.
trying to achieve this level of perfection that each time you do something, the line just moves further ahead of you. You're never going to reach that point where, hey, you're the ideal, whatever that even means. You're the ideal person.
Right.
You're never going to check that box.
Right.
Because that box keeps moving forward.
Right. You're inevitably going to get closer towards not recognizing yourself than recognizing an ideal, I guess.
And we see that happen a lot to people, especially in Hollywood. I feel like Hollywood is just like weird society where that's just normal. We had a guy one time that used to work for iHeart, and he was from LA, that area, and he would go around and shame people into getting Botox. Yeah, it was so weird. He was like,
Wow.
yeah. He like, oh my God, you need Botox. He would like pull their headline back.
Wow.
And be like, this
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
It's like bullying.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, don't touch me. Leave me alone.
Get
Like,
away.
when I get old, I want to look old.
Right.
And I want my wife to look old. We're
Yeah.
gonna look old and ugly together, and that's great.
I mean,
But-
you never... Go ahead, sorry.
But yeah, but for me, it's one of those deals. That ever-changing system, I feel like makes people feel bad about who they are.
Yeah, I always thought about it. If you're not looking super handsome maybe when you're younger or super beautiful, you never know. It might pan out. There's actors who don't hit their stride till they're like 50. And then they're huge.
Yeah.
And like their whole life they don't get anywhere. But for some reason, somewhere along the way, you might achieve some kind of look that's like, oh, you look kind of cool. Maybe you'll be a silver fox or something. I don't know. But
Yeah.
people go for the now. They want that instant gratification. Which is a bummer.
I would love it if somebody were going into these surgeries saying, "Hey, make me look like the dog filter, or make me look like your cat filter."
Right.
Yeah.
We'd have a totally different conversation if we were talking about something that was like, I don't want to say performance enhancing, but like, I saw a guy.
Go on.
I saw a guy a few years back when I was in college at UNT who had his leg amputated. I think it was for like diabetes or something.
Oh,
It was like
okay.
below the knee. Dude, he had the sickest looking black chrome leg, like fake leg
Yeah.
put on. And it made me think, I'm like, at some point, what if he got that leg put on? It's like, you can run 20 miles an hour now, and you couldn't before. I'm like, now we have a conversation. Now we're talking about something I might elect to do. Where it was like, well, you could, you get a fake arm on, you can throw a football 200 yards. I'm like, now we got something.
Wasn't that a thing during the guy who ran
Olympics.
on
The guy who ran because he
on
had
blades.
springs. Yeah, of course he did end up killing his girlfriend. But before that,
Right, yeah, let's
he
not-
was
he
just
did, he did go insane.
Yeah.
But
Before that, though, everyone was like, "That's not fair." Like, hey, if anything, like he was competing in a sub. He was competing in the Special Olympics.
Paralympics?
Because he did. Yeah, thank you, Paralympics. Because he didn't have his legs. Thank you. That's a huge difference. Thank you.
Right.
The Paralympics, not the Special Olympics. But they were saying, hey, it's not fair because his legs literally have spring to them.
Right,
So each
yeah.
step propels him forward. But it's when how do you argue with that?
right, it's running a mile on a track versus running a mile on a treadmill. Like the treadmill pushes against your legs and pushes you back. It helps. So it's kind of cheating.
Yeah, I did
Either
realize that when I was I got so amped up, I could run 4 miles on a treadmill. Like I'm a hoss.
Yeah.
And then I go outside to join my brother for a jogger on the block. I'm like a mile into it. I'm like,
Right, yeah.
I'm just gasping. One, the heat's a factor. 'Cause
Totally
you're
different.
inside AC and on a treadmill. I could go for 3 or 4 miles back in the day. Not today.
Right.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I was doing the couch to 5K thing, and you start to realize how hilly your neighborhood. Like when you drive around it, you're like, oh, this is fine, this is flat, and then it's like, oh, there's this little bitty hill that's like Mount Everest whenever you're running. You know, it's at the very end of it. Like I'm going to go a different direction now because this little hill is in my way.
Change this up.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have two words I never thought would be in the same sentence, and that's chicken diapers. That and more coming up next on the Lunch Break Show.
Be a safe rider.
Safe rider rules. Escalators and moving walks. 1. Step on and off with care. Well, that means no carts, no horses and elephants and stuff like that. Just people through people. Okay, hold the handrail.
Hey, yo, I'm safety rider. Come along, kiddies, and I'ma safely guide you. Now you read all signs, you look and listen. It doesn't hurt to be alert, so you should pay attention. Elevators, escalators, moving walkways. You really gotta watch your step these days. Now we don't act silly whenever we ride, because a safe rider keeps safety in mind. So look ahead and watch your toes. Always step safely, and safely you will go. Hey, hey.
Does that ever work for anyone? Anyone ever watch that and go, you know what, I do want to be a safety rider?
Right.
No. No one watches that and goes, thank you, scary clown.
That is the most terrifying character design I can think of. What is the thought process there? Ronald McDonald, but he's
You got mutated
crazy
with a cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, it's like Ronald McDonald and the cat got in the fly machine. And
I didn't notice like the nose and cheeks. I thought it was a whole face because I guess on the VHS tape from far away I couldn't really tell. It's definitely just part of like a prosthesis. The eyes and the mouth are real, and like so those move independently of the thing. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird, man.
Yeah, it is one of those like the Cats characters. Like if was it Rum Tum Tigger or whatever it is on Cats the musical.
Yeah.
It's like if he had like a day job, it's the safety rider in between Broadway shows.
It's got to be a fine line when you're working on children's instructional programming to be entertaining and informative in the same way, because that's way more entertaining than it is informative. Like, I couldn't care less what he's actually talking about, safety riding. Like, I didn't catch any of what he said. I'm so enamored by the spectacle of it, I totally missed the message, and I'd imagine kids the same way. So it's gotta be
like, how do we teach kids how to use an escalator properly?
Without being boring, but also without being too exciting. It's a fine line.
So when I read the headline and it talks about these two words, chicken and diapers together, immediately I thought two things. Neither one of them were the correct thing.
Okay.
I thought, one, there were diaper-scented, or there were chicken-scented diapers, which would be weird. But that was
chicken diapers?
That was my first thought.
Yeah. All right.
Chicken-scented diapers. Sure. Not what this is about. The other one was there's some hipster restaurant somewhere in Portland that is serving fried chicken on like a diaper as some sort of like, they have all these different things where they're serving chicken in different ways.
The not a plate
and
or whatever.
That's what I thought of next.
Yeah.
Also, thankfully, not a thing.
No.
But equally as weird, this is a new trend that is going around, and I'm guessing for farmers, I have no idea why. Okay. But you can add a little extra luxury to your chickens, and you can put them in diapers.
Got it. Oh, wow, there's a photo. Okay, well, first off, adorable pattern. Well done. Very 70s farmhouse. I dig that.
Wow.
Secondly, why?
Do you know why?
To collect the eggs, maybe?
No. I mean, it literally is because they go to the bathroom a lot, and people who have urban chickens want to treat them like pets and not like, hey, I have a bunch of chickens so I can get eggs. So they'll bring them inside, and of course, the chickens are going to go to the bathroom because that's what they do.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they put these stupid diapers on them so they can pretend to have a pet chicken.
It looks looks like a mini apron.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's adorable. Don't get me wrong. But I think here's what I know. I know from East Texas, we would have a game where you would like chase chickens, which I hear is awful for the actual chicken itself. But when you're young, you see if you can catch the chicken, and they're ridiculously hard to catch. And when you do catch them, the last thing you're able to do is just like gingerly apply this like piece of clothing to them. They're going to be flapping and pecking, and it's going to be hard. So the practicality of trying to apply a diaper, I would like to see that video,
Right.
of someone who just
Putting a diaper on a
casually, some hipster who casually captures their and then like was able to put this contraption on them. Secondly, that's why you have a chicken coop. You have the coop that is there to keep the chickens contained and the bathroom contained.
Yeah.
Right.
So you pull out the drawer, spray it off, put it back in. Yeah, they should not be inside your house.
This is all solved by just simply not bringing your chickens in the house.
Done.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And this is not a problem.
Yeah, I have no idea what would have to happen for me to walk into a house, see someone with a chicken, and not think this is a ridiculous place to be.
Yeah, it's weird. The older I get, the more I try to be like just openly accepting of the way other people live their lives. But there's certain things that I still get caught on in my life, and I really try not to. I try to just be cool with everybody. It's cool. You're happy. Live your life. Whatever. But you're right. That's one of those things where like it would be difficult for me to walk into your house, see that you had a pet chicken, and think this person isn't insane. Like
You, sir,
that's tough.
have never seen the 2 viral videos where these kids come out of the school bus and there's a chicken running towards them, kind of like, hello. It is the most adorable.
Yeah, chickens. If you raise them in that way, they can be like dogs. They'll run up to you. They'll sit on your lap. They'll play
Really?
with you and
Oh,
stuff
that's
like that. I'm sure the wild East Texas chickens that they're actively chasing are not going to act that way.
No.
But some will. But still, you have to just accept the fact that it's not a dog. You're not going to house train it. You're not going to. It's not a cat that's going to use a litter box. It's a chicken. So put your chickens outside. Don't try to bring them inside and make them something they're not by forcing them to wear a stupid diaper.
Right, like they're domesticated to a point, right? They live in coops. They're not willing to run away from farmers who have food. Like it's fine, but that may be for now as far as we go with the chickens.
That's all you need to go.
Yeah.
As far as you need to go. Right?
That's it. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we have a new food news item. The Cheesecake Factory and their 17-page menu is adding something, and we have our hot take on what it could be. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 12 to 1 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You can also find us wherever you find your local podcast.
I do have a video here provided in the comments by Christine.
Really? Oh, please, yeah.
Of a chicken being diapered.
Oh, well, yeah.
So let's see if we can get this thing up here.
Oh, dear.
And let's see if I just hit play.
Thank you, Christine.
There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know if this has sound.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
All you have to do.
That poor chicken.
City chickens.
You look so confused.
So that this is going to come up over their chest, and the diaper is going to end up covering. Now the way that you get it on is you slip one over her wing feather, and it just goes right underneath her wing. And then you do the same thing for the other side.
Huh?
Kind of pull her wing through gently so you don't hurt her.
There you go.
And then it just snaps.
Touche. That seemed a lot easier than what I thought it would be.
That chicken is acting surprisingly
Is that-
calm. I've had to
yeah.
put diapers on a dog before, and that
Yeah.
the dog was worse than that chicken. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like an apron thing going.
Yeah, look
for
at
it.
that.
That's what it looks like on the front.
Fashionable and functional.
Well,
Yeah.
at least it's cute,
Like on
right?
the back.
Oh my
And
god.
as you can see, her poop hole is covered and should not come out.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
sorry. The
I'm a
poop-
child.
the poop hole.
I'm a
Okay.
child. I'm a child. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. I apologize. So the Cheesecake Factory has something that is called the worst way to start your day. That's not what they call it.
Right.
It's an odd
But
way to
They
label your
have,
menu.
yeah, they have a breakfast burrito item on their menu, and it won the 2018 Extreme Eating Award. And it was then called the worst way to start your day.
This is any Cheesecake Factory you can get this?
I mean, I'm guessing it just says Cheesecake Factory's
I mean, yeah,
breakfast burrito.
probably.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely don't go running.
Who thinks of Cheesecake Factory when you think breakfast? I've never.
Yeah,
who would
I
go
didn't know
there
they
for
had
breakfast?
that.
I've had brunch at Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
How was
It's
that?
all right. Yeah.
So Cheesecake Factory for me is always something that I go, oh yeah, sure, and then instantly regret.
Really?
Yeah, because one,
Yeah.
it's always crowded, it's always kind of loud, and
Yeah.
I don't think they specialize in anything except for cheesecake.
And the cheesecake is good.
Yeah, cheesecake is fine, it's solid, but just order cheesecake to go and take it.
Right, because
Eat in
you
the
don't
car, it'd be
specialize in
fine.
any one thing. Everything is just kind of mediocre.
Right. Yeah.
And kind of expensive.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and it's okay. Like I had their chicken quesadillas and they were fine.
Sure.
I've had their chicken; it was fine.
Yeah.
But I haven't been like, I gotta go get me some.
It's certainly
cheesecake.
not worth the price.
Yeah. So, but this I would be curious to at least see someone eat because it is 3,000 calories.
Oh.
It is a
What?
full day's worth of calories.
Okay.
It is basically the equivalent of eating 7 McDonald's sausage McMuffins.
McMuffins.
Yeah, in one sitting.
Or like
It has 70 grams of fat and 4,000 milligrams of sodium. So
2 double
Oh,
quarter
God.
pounders.
there's gonna
I
be
think,
there's
off
gonna
the top
be
of my head.
some bloating. When I read the story, it made me think about who was the swimmer who got in trouble for herbal substances.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps. Of
course.
He put out his breakfast whenever he was competing in the
Oh, yeah.
Olympics, and it was
It's absurd.
Absurd. And so, of course, being in radio and being a stunt guy, we thought we should recreate that breakfast.
Of course.
Yeah,
Naturally.
because we're entirely audio and no visual component at all. So I had to eat the Michael Phelps breakfast.
What? Can you
It
fill us in a
was
little
like
bit? I mean,
tons of like, it had like bacon, eggs, sausage, French toast. Just a ton of food.
He had like several meals a day, right?
Yeah, he would eat that for like 3 or 4 times. I ate one. I didn't even finish it, and it ruined me. Like I
Yeah.
was,
Oh my
I was a
gosh.
wreck.
Did you train for that? Did you not eat the day before or anything?
No,
Or you
I
just-
thought, no, I'll skip. Like I had like a very light dinner and
Yeah.
woke up and I was hungry. I was raring to go.
Yeah.
And like a quarter of the way into it, I was like, I'm in trouble. This is not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I ended up. I think I came really close to finishing it, but I didn't finish the show. Like I was done by like 7:30 or 8 eating the breakfast,
And then you were just
and by
tapped out.
9:30 I'm in one of the break rooms just asleep on a futon, just out, just passed out. That again. He eats that and then swims for like for 3 or 4 hours.
Right, you need that if you're
Yeah.
burning that much energy.
Yeah, I was just sitting in a chair, so
Right.
not the
wild.
same use of fuel.
Did you get anything? Was there any payoff to that, or was it just
God,
could
no,
you
no.
do it?
Yeah. Could
Just
you
for
do
the
it?
sake of it.
Yeah. It's one of those things again that's wacky radio bits that
Right.
you have to do.
So what's in this burrito?
Yeah.
It just says it is doesn't give you exactly what's in there. Here it goes. It's filled with scrambled eggs, bacon, chicken chorizo, cheese, crispy potatoes, avocados, peppers, onions, and spicy ranchero sauce.
What does sound taste?
They
it
said
does.
it is really good.
It's got to be huge.
I would imagine.
I mean,
How do you
yeah,
fit all
3,000
these
calories.
Right. It's got to be. I mean, you got to be talking like big as your head, man.
I mean, that's the other thing with Cheesecake Factory is their portions are enormous. So
Right.
anytime that we've ever gone there, it's like, okay, half of this is going to be for lunch tomorrow or something like that.
Doesn't look that big. It looks like it's the size of a plate.
What is in that chicken chorizo?
Right. What are they doing to that thing to get it have it that much?
Yeah. What kind of?
So there was a place, I'm not sure if it still exists, but it's a place in Plano that used to be there called Planet Burrito.
Okay.
And they had a burrito that was the size of a small child. It was mammoth.
Yeah.
They would have that and $1 margaritas.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
Yeah, it was just a place chock full of bad
Right. They're looking to mess some people up.
Yeah. And so, of course, when you walk in and you see... and I'm not exaggerating. If you can see here, it was like this.
Yeah.
That big around.
Sure.
And it was just mammoth.
Yeah.
And so you would sit down and you'd be like, well, all right, fork and knife to eat a burrito and have like 4 or 5 margaritas because they're $1 a piece. Yeah, you make all kinds of bad choices in that place.
Wow.
They did close down the one in Plano. I'm not sure if there's other locations or not, but if there's anyone else that has other ways to go bad on their breakfast, I would love to see it in the comments below.
Golly, that is intense. I remember the only big burrito I think I've ever really tried to tackle. Freebirds used to do this thing called the Super Monster, which they still do. I asked because it's not on the menu anymore, but if you ask for it, they'll still make it. They take 2 of their biggest tortillas, right, where they make the monster burrito. They use 2, right, and so it's double the ingredients that would be on that. I ordered one in college once because I was a big fan of Freebirds in college, and I thought, it's like the weekend. Christine's out of town. I'm gonna demolish one of these things. It's gonna be great. So like Saturday for lunch. I had skipped breakfast that morning. I had a late dinner. I was like, I'm gonna.
You were prepping. Like
it was like
yeah.
The full total comes out to like $16 for one of these things, which is, I mean, you're coming up on 2 Domino's pizzas for the price of this one giant burrito. Maybe 2/3 of the way through, and I was out. I was like, I can't do it. I couldn't.
You tried to take it out in one sitting?
Of course.
Of course.
I'm in college.
Well, yeah.
We did the 50 nugget challenge in college and all kinds of stupid like food ideas back then. And
50 nugget challenge doesn't seem that difficult, is it?
My problem was I ordered fries. That was where I went wrong.
wow.
I got
Rookie
fries,
mistake.
and my buddy was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Getting fries." He's like, "You're gonna eat 50 chicken nuggets? What do you mean fries?" And I made it through the nuggets. Did not make it through the fries. I was so I don't think I've had a McDonald's chicken nugget since freshman year of college.
Were you doing any sauce on that, or were you just?
I was doing sauce. The others weren't. They were like, nope, save the space. Don't do sauce. Yeah. They ordered soft drinks. I went with water. I thought that was a smart move.
Okay.
I was like, all right, playing it straight. It was a feat.
That's crazy. We have another pet-related story next when we come back about people who are losing their pets in unconventional ways. That and more when we come right back. Sorry, I was trying to find some chicken diaper fail videos. Have not found one yet, but there's got to be one.
You would think.
The one Matt found is pretty good fail, just in general. I mean,
It's a life fail, right?
You're putting a diaper on a chicken.
Yeah, yeah. That's what my thought is. Anytime you're doing that, it's an automatic fail video.
Is somebody who did not grow up around chickens.
Yeah.
At first, it doesn't seem that foreign, but I get where you're coming from. It's like there's a reason they live outside. We probably shouldn't be trying to get them inside. And it all makes sense.
I even find it weird putting diapers on dogs. I know people do it because when they're going through heat, they have different kind of things that you don't want on your furniture. I get that. But I'm like, that's weird to me. I had to do it for 2 Great Danes, and that was like that was always a hassle.
It's got to be a hassle.
Yeah.
At the very least, it has to be a hassle.
And they kept it on?
Yeah, they kept it on. But again, like it's one of those deals. Like every time you change a diaper, they become really fascinated by the smell, and so it's just like a giant circle of like nose to behind, just like following around. Like, oh, what is that going on? What's that new fragrance?
Was it Did you feel while you were doing this that it was a valid, whatever reason you had to do it was more valid than just putting them outside?
So I was dog watching. So I was being paid to be there to do that.
All right.
So to me, if you're paying me, I'll do anything for cash. Yeah. So fine. Yeah. $20 is $20.
$20 is $20.
Yeah. I'll dance with that.
Yeah. Dog watching is a pretty good reason.
So and again, Matt, you found the story about people who were having their animals.
I think it was Zach that found this one.
So Zach, you found the story about animals who are being taken away from their owners in unconventional ways.
Did I?
I think
found
so.
the story?
So Matt, you found the story about animals.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
All I know is what I read in the headline.
You're getting a weird
I did
sense
not
of deja
click
vu?
through
Yeah,
at
hold
all.
on.
So do not look at me next.
Animals that are being taken away from their owners.
Yes, a pet leasing company.
Oh right. The pet
people
leasing
who
company.
have gotten their pets that they thought they were buying them from, I guess, this company, or I don't know what you. I don't know the logistics of buying a leased pet.
Right.
But the agreement was apparently you were not buying a pet, you were only leasing it, and now this company is threatening to repossess your pet.
Repossess your dog.
Yeah.
I mean, how? I bet that as a leasing company, you need to have. You cannot buy this animal like written all over the place.
Well, I think here's my bigger question. If you're having to lease an animal, so I can't afford the 200 bones to buy them,
right?
You shouldn't have one.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't lease love.
Well, you may do a trial.
No.
With the pets.
No.
I would be down to do a trial with a pet.
Yeah.
I'd try that.
That's called fostering.
Right. There's a difference.
That's a
Not
different thing.
really, Matt. What are in my head?
Matt,
in
what's
my
the
head,
difference?
I need clarification on this. I would never think of fostering as a trial in the sense that do you need any requirements to be like someone present in the house, like more than how many hours a day when you foster?
I think it varies based on the rescue that you're working with. So some are more strict than others when it comes to fostering. Yeah.
Then ignore me.
Because to me, it seems like one of those deals. I'm thinking of leasing in the traditional way that you lease a car. Some people lease like TVs and tech. You know, those rent-to-own style places.
Yeah.
Which fine, I guess, if you want a big screen TV and you don't want to shell out $1,300 to buy one or however much that they cost. It's a bad financial move, but that's between you and your bank, and that's fine. I think when it comes to pets, if you can't afford the $1,000, what it is to buy from a breeder, for a brand new
which
dog.
I think is what happened in this case.
Yeah. So you can't afford to buy the $1,000 from a breeder, and so you lease it. If you're having to make seven more payments, and this puppy's mine, that to me tells me that you can't afford everything else that comes along with having a dog.
Right. And I've seen this happen where people will go to a pet store or through a breeder, and those dogs will cost over $1,000 easily. I mean, they can get into a couple $1,000s. So it looks like in this case that they went through a third-party lender, basically like you would a car loan. Yeah. And then they said, hey, we'll pay for the dog, and then you pay us in installments. And I guess within that contract was, if you don't pay us in a timely manner, that's, until you're paid in full, that's not your dog. It is the property of the leasing company, apparently.
You know who the real victim is in all of this? The easy answer is the animal. But besides that, is the poor person who has to do the job because of whatever life circumstances. If they have to go knock on a door, and there is little Sally holding this puppy, and he has to go, no, and literally take the puppy out of the hands.
What a miserable job.
Oh, God. Just a miserable job.
Just a special kind of person. That can do that.
that nobody wakes up and goes, I get to go to work today. and has
gonna take dogs
that
away
job.
today.
I don't know, man. I think the only people that could do that job are those people that wake up in the morning. They're like, "Thank God, another day I can rip a puppy out of a kid's hands." Like, just another day in God's country. Like, I don't know, man. People are wild.
Because that's one of those deals talking about like the financial aspect. You know, our dog Pretzels was technically free. It didn't cost us any money to get her as a puppy.
Okay.
Because it was an accidental pregnancy. They didn't want the puppies, and they were just, hey, if you want a puppy, here you go. You can have a puppy.
That dog just wanted pregnancy lips.
Yeah.
That's right.
I got them. They're amazing. And so it's one of those deals that, you know, oh, it's a free dog. Do you want a free dog?
Yeah.
No dog is free. I had to take that dog, Pretzels, who I love dearly, if you're at home right now.
If you're listening.
Take her to a allergy specialist because she was allergic to like basically everything outside for a short period of time.
Yeah.
And so that's where they go to the bathroom. So that was not something that we could change.
We could get them diapers.
Yeah. So so those things cost money. Vet bills cost money. I probably spend more on vet bills than I do on doctor bills for me. Like, it is ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a free dog.
Right.
Again, I love my dogs. They're great. But that world of, oh, it's a free puppy. Sure. No.
That is an investment.
Yeah, it is an investment.
It's financial responsibility. A
Exactly.
lot of people forget that. They're like, if I get sick in 5 years, I'll have it all figured out. But it's like, no, man. From the very beginning, it's a whole process.
Yeah, anything could happen.
Anna, would you be interested in leasing a pet? You don't have one, right?
I don't have one, but I would never lease in the sense that I would go and quicker foster than. I don't believe in. I think there's so many doggies that need a home that have been left out.
You know, the original
awful circumstances. So
the original pet leaser is China, the pandas, right? That's a
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Well,
They're
and-
leasing out pandas. Nobody owns them.
And that's the thing that I looked at here and I see Diego had a comment, and I don't think it's what he was talking about, but it made me think. I have 3 dogs, and they're cuddly, they're lovable. If someone was like, hey, you know what? For a week, I'd love to have a dog just lay next to my lap while I watch TV, curl up beside the fire, and I'll pay $200 to have the privilege of having your dog in my
loan
house.
them out?
oh, there's an app for that in the UK.
Well,
yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
Was it like Uber for dogs?
Yeah, you can just lease a dog for the weekend.
really? Just like rent a
Yeah.
dog?
What a horrible
Yeah,
idea.
it is. What?
It's like leasing a kid for a weekend.
It's more like you
Yes.
don't have.
Sounds
you don't
sketchy.
Have that connection. If you have a house that you can't have a dog there, but if your flatmates or whatever are out for the weekend and you can just you need some dog love, you just
It's not
rent.
real dog love, though. It's like fake paid dog love. You had to pay for it. That's not real love.
Hey.
Anybody want to
I
jump
would
on
feel
that?
weird. I would
for
feel
the
weird
dog-
about
It's weird.
like,
Yeah.
leasing
Like,
out
what
my
are you
dog.
gonna? Because the first thing I thought, I was like, if I had like if I was going away on a trip, like cabin in the woods, like out in the middle of nowhere, just me and my little typewriter writing the next great American novel, maybe having like a little black lab to hang out, like sleep on the bed next to you, that'd be cool. But like, it's not genuine. That dog doesn't know. Like, it doesn't know what it's doing. Doesn't know who you are. It's probably freaked out.
There's only one time I've heard about that happening in the U.S., and I thought it was genius. And it was basically what someone did is they went to a park, like New York Park.
Yeah.
And they had puppies.
Oh yeah. I
And
remember
they would have a leash for it. Everything was ready. You had to return the puppy back that day, but you could walk around the park with a puppy. Because every girl, I did this not on purpose. When we first got our Pomeranian, and my wife worked at SMU. She worked there, and I was walking the dog around SMU because waiting for her to get off work. Every single co-ed was like coming up to me going, "Oh, your dog's so cute."
Right.
So if I were on the hunt, and out running or jogging and staying in shape, what a great networking angle. Like, that is the perfect pickup line getting in the door of, "Oh yeah, hey, are you free for coffee?" Something. That is a perfect way of doing that. So basically you would take this puppy on a walk around the park, and then when you got back to the dog place, you would hand it back over. And then you would walk, you'd get in your car, you had 17 new phone numbers, and off you go. Genius.
That's
That's genius.
But then you have to answer the question when they
Yeah.
when the inevitable day goes.
I'm dog watching for a friend.
If you were out at a nightclub or something and you're single, let's presume, and you spot some aspiring woman or man across the way wearing this incredible outfit, right? A great red dress, like a sweet tux. And like you hang out and it's a great time, and then on the way out of their club, like, hold on, I gotta check my suit back in. Like you're gonna have questions, like that's no good.
But they have that. It's a rent the runway where you rent
Yeah.
really fancy dresses because you only wear them once or twice,
Right.
And then you turn them back in.
Good Lord.
When Diego and I were dog sitting for the weekend, we actually went for the farmers market and we took Truffles with us, which at the time was a puppy, and
Okay.
it looked like kind of like a teddy bear. Oh my God. We literally couldn't walk within 2 seconds. Everyone was stopping us. And
Yeah.
we kept on saying how, it's our friend's dog. And it was a very normal reaction.
Yeah. No one goes to those weird.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have the dog. Just that is your initial, hey, I'm not trying to walk up to you while you're having your cappuccino and being like, hi, how's it going? My name's Josh. I have the dog, and you go, oh, your puppy's amazing. I go, oh, thanks. And then boom, we're talking.
Right. You just have some slick line like, oh, it's
Yeah.
not mine. They're just walking him around. He lives in a shelter. I just felt I should do my part. Like, yeah, like some kind of, some kind of smooth, like, I just
There
want to
you-
come down here and contribute, you know?
There you go.
Yeah.
And see,
the
that's
dogs
what we're all about here on the Lunch Break Show, is helping you guys lie to women. Or
men.
Yeah,
Or
or
men.
men.
Sure.
Yeah, to get a leg up. I don't see that working as well on dudes as I do for girls. Not a lot of guys walked up to me going, oh, man, your dog is really cute.
Yeah,
it was
that's
a
all,
tight
It was
dog.
all, yeah, dog's dope, man.
I was going to say, if you just decided one day you were going to start renting out your animals, got to be a sobering experience to try to price those out, right? Like charge $200
Nah.
and nobody goes for it. You're like, got to drop it. You're just
Yeah.
not worth
You're not worth it.
$200. Like
Yeah.
that's
No, I think I have a good price range in mind.
Okay.
Bo would be 200.
Make your claim.
Yeah. Our Pomeranian should be much higher.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's much more of a. She actually qualifies for the AKA. AKC.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know,
AKC.
what
It's
is it?
like
American-
a certified. No, she doesn't, because she has a brown nose, not a black nose.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh,
so never
wow.
mind. She's
All
out.
right.
Yeah. It's like all
Not
these
worth
like
nearly
rules
as
you
much.
have to be like a certified dog that could compete in the dog things.
discriminating based on color.
Yeah, it's a crying shame. It happens everywhere. We're going to take a quick break when we come. No, we're
Oh,
done.
no, we're
That's the show.
No, that's
When
it.
we come back on Friday, you can join us right here on the Lunch Break Show again. We're every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 12 to 1. I would love your feedback and your comments about what you want to hear about on Friday. You can put those in the comments on Facebook and or YouTube and Twitter. Thank you guys. Have a great day and enjoy yourself.